Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time! Recently, we got the Broken Goron Sword from the carpenter there, and the guy who's looking for it happens to be atop Death Mountain there. So let's play the Bolero of Fire to get up top there. Or, well, this will take us to Death Mountain Crater. I'm not even worried about the heat timer or anything like that. You don't need to equip the Goron tunic, really. And, okay, so in order to get over there, let's just head on over this way. And let's see, you could hookshot either the wooden post or the top part of the bridge that's broken down over there. The room we passed up there takes you to Goron City, but I don't want to go there yet. I want to go up here. And this ladder you can use the hook shot for. Yeah, some ladders you can, others not so much. I don't know why. It seems really arbitrary as to when you can hook shot on a ladder or not, regardless of what it looks like, what material it's made out of, what the ladder is attached to. There seems to be no real consistency to it. Oh yeah, I was kind of there. He's talking about the guy who gave us the big Goron, or the giant's knife that we had there. Oh, really? Oh, I wonder why they would need a Goron sword anyway. But yeah, let's show him the broken one there. Well, if this one is broken and the giant's knife is broken, how is your work superior to his? How does it even work? Well, if your eyes get irritated by all the sulfur and ash from Death Mountain, maybe living next to a volcano isn't the best place to be. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I would think a change of scenery would be recommended. But yeah, so we gotta get an eye drop prescription from King Zora there for this guy. So, alright. How he could tell that the sword was made by him, but he can't do well enough to fix it, I don't know. Well, one nice thing about the trip back is that, yeah, you can avoid a lot of those rocks there a little easier than on the way there if you went up the path there. But alright, so the fastest way to get to King Zora would be through the warp at Lost Woods. Through Goron City and the Lost Woods there. Yeah, unfortunately no warp songs help us with that one. And as long as we got the iron boots ready to go, let's put those to use so I don't have to waste time. Because what usually happens is you'll jump in the water, then Link will resurface to catch his breath, and then you dive again. And that just takes a little longer there. And unfortunately, we do have to play Zelda's Lullaby to get into Zora's domain again. Something else that you could do in other versions of the game, though, if you wait to do this until after you get the third pair of boots, you can use those to get inside Zora's domain instead of playing Zelda's Lullaby, but unfortunately in the 3DS version we can't do that. So we might as well do it now. And this trading sequence will make the rest of the game, well, for me, a lot easier, but, well, I'll explain a little more about that later. But alright, we gotta talk to King Zora there. Hopefully, you've already been through the ice cavern and got some blue flame to melt the red ice that he was trapped in there. I mean, you could buy it from a shop, but I wouldn't do that. What do you mean? Oh, okay. And unfortunately, since Zora's domain is frozen over, we can't use the warp at the bottom to get to Lake Hylia. And you can't even use the Serenade of Water to warp to Lake Hylia, because if you do that, you'll set the game will set the timer to 1 second, and you'll never make it in time to the scientist there at the lab, or the Lakeside Laboratory at Lake Hylia there. So we're gonna have to hoof it all the way over there, both literally and figuratively. Now, unfortunately, since we're an adult now, we're much taller, we can't use the current to help move along a little faster here. We're just too tall for that now. Although one thing you could do with these Octoroks that are spitting those rocks at you, you could use your shield to kind of crouch under them. Or if you're high up enough, you could deflect it back at them. But if you're in the water, that's usually not going to be the case then. So yeah, to get all the way to Lake Hylia, this is where you're really going to need Epona to help you out. So yeah, you really don't need Epona to get from place to place. I mean, like, for non-timed sequences. Like, even speedruns will wait quite a while before getting Epona. Because, yeah, it really doesn't save you that much time compared to, say, using those warp songs that we got. Now, if you wanted to just hop over those fences, make sure that you have Epona going at full speed before getting to the fence there, like just before you get right up to it. So use it right here, use another one again, and then we can make it to Lake Hylia here. And yeah, we got plenty of time left over too. So let's see, I'm gonna park Epona, yeah, right about here. That ought to be good. Maybe have her turned around, ready to go for the trip out. Something speedruns also like to do is they like to do things on the way over here. Like, if you recall, when we went to Zora's River the first time, I killed a couple of those gold Skulltulas over there. But you could kill them on the way over here, and as you can see, you'd still have plenty of time. You could also, like, dive to the bottom of the fish tank there, get the heart piece, kill the gold Skulltula in the crate there, but I've already done that. Oh, well, we just need the eye drops from it. Ha ha. Well, you could still use the rest of the frog. You could have frog legs. Some people like that sort of thing. Oh. Nuts. Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. So, yeah, we got another timed sequence, and this time getting up to the top of Death Mountain is going to take a lot longer. Now, one thing you could do with this part is, if you don't have the Goron tunic equipped, and you warp to Death Mountain Crater with the Bolero of Fire there, the timer for the heat in Death Mountain Crater will override the timer for the eye drops that we got there, and you could climb all the way to the top of Death Mountain that way, and you'll have just barely enough time to get to the big Goron once you leave Death Mountain Crater from the top exit there. I'm not going to be doing that in this playthrough. I'll show that off in Master Quest there. But even glitchless speedruns use that because, I mean, you're just using intended mechanics in a rather unintended way. But it is quite a bit more difficult than simply play the song, get up there, and talk to the big Goron in time. No, there's a bit of a trick to it, and yeah, like I said, I'll do that in Master Quest, not this playthrough, though. You may want to roll around in order to get up there faster, but we really do have quite a bit of time to get up there. Usually these timed sequences give you like an extra minute more than you need in order to actually get up there under normal circumstances. And yeah, just ignore the enemies on the way up there, but watch out for the boulders. They're going to be rolling all over this place. I think I can make it past this one. There we go. And hold on a sec. Sounds like there's another boulder on its way. Yep. Saw that one coming. Just gotta listen to the rocks. Man, that is a noisy volcano. Okay, so let's see. Here, we had all those boulders that were in our way, but once you've cleared them as young Link, they're still cleared here, too. Same thing with the hidden grotto at the top of this place, too. Might not be a bad idea to get some milk, or Lon Lon milk, from the cow there by playing Epona's song, but I don't think that's necessary. You don't even need to stop and hold out your shield, or crouch with your shield on your back to avoid damage from Death Mountain there. But alright, yeah, let's take out that one. And let's see, I'm not so worried about the second one there. I want to be a little careful. Okay, this one's going to recognize my presence. If you see them turn purple, that means stop, so that way those Skullwalchulas won't try and knock you off and everything. But alright, okay. Oh, yeah, we got him. I don't see how such tiny eye drops would actually help you. But, alright. Hey! What do you mean? Oh, okay. So, by a few days, he means 3 days. So, an easy way to just pass the time is to play the Sun Song 6 times. But yeah, you want to wait until you hear the wolf howling at night or the rooster for the daytime before playing the Sun Song again. So that way you can make sure that, you know, the appropriate amount of time has passed there. Takes about a couple seconds for that to really kick in there. But yeah, the sword here is, like the guy was saying with the giant's knife there, it's basically the same thing, except contrary to what you might think, this one does not break. And that'll make things coming up quite a bit easier, especially if you're new to the game. Although speedruns usually wait until quite a bit later before repairing the sword. Okay, that should be 6 times. Hey, alright! And for completing the trading sequence, we get the Goron Sword. And yeah, so the base damage for that is 4. I could go to the Great Fairy there, but, no. No. But, yeah, let's get out of here. Oh, yeah, so let's equip. Okay, we already got it equipped. The Goron Sword there. So, but yeah, the thing is, with the Goron Sword, it doesn't really help as much as you might think, because most random enemies can already be killed, either with the Master Sword, or like a jump attack with it. So the Goron Sword would really only help out in boss fights, as far as like a speed run would be concerned or anything like that. So yeah, it is kind of one of those odd things, because like usually speed runs, you know, you want to get the most powerful stuff as quickly as possible, but it doesn't save you as much time as you'd think, especially early on as Adult Link. Nuts, couldn't make it there in time. I need to get up to the second level here. Oh, yeah, I suppose I should explain. We're back at the Dongo's Cavern here, where, if you recall, there were a couple gold sculptures that we couldn't reach before. Although, the one I'm going after now, you could have gotten once you had the boomerang there. But there's also another one that we still wouldn't have been able to get anyway. So I figured, let's just get both of those at once. In one trip, once we can do both of them. Watch out for the traps here. As long as you're hugging the wall by the ladder there, they won't be able to hit you, or at least not that one. Now, if you recall, there was that giant staircase from before with all those bomb flowers surrounding it and everything. And there was a little hole in the wall that we couldn't quite reach before. But if you go back go back this way, you can get to the top of those stairs without having to blow up all those bomb flowers there. And somehow the staircase is back up to its original position there. And then you could just use that to get up there. Although you don't have to do that. There is another way you could get up to that hole in the wall there. Oh, right. This doesn't work here. There is another way to get up to this gold sculpture here. But I'd rather just do this now. We've got everything we need otherwise. But now, let's get back to the lower level and go to the southeast part of the first floor of the cavern. So fortunately, as Adult Link, you can jump a little bit earlier than as Young Link there, because you're a little taller and you can reach the platform a little sooner there. And you could just barely make it to the other platform in time. Okay, so these guys, easy enough there. Okay, so right about here. Let's see, Navi's kind of going a little crazy here. And let's see, once you've got the Scarecrow song, haha, yeah, you can get up there. So let's see. Yeah, kind of bastard move to handle this like that, forcing you to go all the way over here and then all the way back and all that, to come back here again in order to get all the gold sculptures, instead of just letting you do the dungeons in one go there. But alright, so let's see, we got well, yeah, I think we've gotten everything that we can get up to this point in the game. There we go. I was like, why can't I hookshot up there? But no, we're good there. We took care of everything I think that we can do up to this point outside of the temples that we're able to go through. But yeah, one thing about this dungeon, and well, a lot of the dungeons as Adult Link, they're much bigger and more complex than before. Not just because Link is taller either. But which way should we go first inside the Forest Temple? Find out next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time! This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!